Good evening, brothers. Welcome to our 2027 Conclave kickoff. We'll be getting started here momentarily. We have well over 2,600 brothers that have registered for this town hall, and so we're going to allow everybody to get into the space, and then we will get started here momentarily. So thank you so much for your patience. Good evening, good evening, good evening, brothers. I hope all is well. Welcome to our Conclave 2027 Town Hall meeting. We're so excited to share information with you regarding our upcoming conclave that'll be happening at National Harbor, Maryland next year, July 26th through August the 1st, 2027. The theme is "The Shift is Now, Where Vision Meets Action." I'm Brother Dr. Flap Cocker. I serve as your international executive director. And over the past couple of months, we've been working very, very hard to ensure that our conclave experience is most certainly very positive for all of you all. I want to start off by thanking you all for the sacrifices that you all make each and every day to support Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. We are a membership-driven based organization, and so we know that people are utilizing their resources to invest into Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. And so tonight we have some wonderful information to share with you all regarding the Conclave 2027 experience. So with that, this is our overview for tonight. We're going to bring up Brother Gary Hogans, who serves as our international chaplain, who will provide us with our prayer and invocation, followed by our international president, the Honorable David A. Turner, who will bring greetings on behalf of the international headquarters. And then you will also hear from your Eastern Regional Director, brothers. Our Conclave 2027 will be situated right here in the Eastern region. And so you'll have an opportunity to hear from Brother Nigel Coelho. And then from there, I'm going to provide you all with a very high-level overview of the Conclave 2027 experience. Brothers, as we are going throughout this town hall tonight, if you have questions, we encourage you to please utilize the chat feature. We will also share with you at the end of this presentation how you can also submit additional questions to us. So with that, I'm going to bring up Brother Gary Hogans, who serves as our international chaplain, to provide us with our invocation. Brother Hogans?
Amen. Thank you so much. Well, good evening, brothers. Let's bow our heads where you are for a word of prayer. So, Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for just allowing us to see the starting of it and the ending of it. We thank you for the roof that was over our head, employment for our families, food on our tables. We thank you for all the little things we sometimes and often just neglect to say thanks for. But for this, we give you thanks for that. And now we ask your blessings upon this meeting here tonight. We pray for the excitement of the brotherhood as we hear information about Conclave 2027. So we'd ask that every participant, every speaker that will come forward tonight will be able to share and convey their information clearly, concisely, and in a way that we'd all understand it. And we just say thank you for this opportunity to know that our brotherhood is doing well, and we're already being forward thinking in terms of our gathering in Maryland in 2027. So without further ado, oh Lord, we just thank you that you would just keep our technology working well as we go through this presentation. And when it's all done, we'll give you the glory for it all. And we ask these things in Christ's name. Amen.
Thank you so much, Brother Hogans. I want to pause here 1 minute. Brother Gibson, can you all still hear echo or no? I know that some brothers said that we were getting an echo, but can you all hear us clearly now?
Oh, I hear you
Yeah.
clearly on my side.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Well, brothers, I ask that you please join me in a virtual round of applause. Let's welcome our international president, the person who leads our organization each and every day, and most certainly is providing us with an opportunity to grow and to develop as leaders and have put most certainly Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated on the map. Brothers, please join me in welcoming our international president, the Honorable David A. Turner, to bring greetings. Brother President.
Good evening, brothers. The time has come. The opening of registration for Conclave 2027 in National Harbor, Maryland. Brothers, Conclave is more than just a meeting. It's where we sharpen our vision, we strengthen our bonds, and we recommit ourselves to the work of Sigma. And in 2027, we will gather in a location that reflects our momentum, a vibrant waterfront location where history, culture, and purpose will converge. And so, if your purpose for Conclave, your outlook for Conclave is to leave with new, meaningful professional connections, you want to be at National Harbor. If you want to leave Conclave with a tangible plan to increase personal and family wealth, you want to be in National Harbor. And if your goal is just a fellowship party and have a good time with our brothers, you want to be at National Harbor. And all the while, we will conduct the business of Phi Beta Sigma. And so tonight you'll hear about some of the plans that are in place already. At future webinars, you will hear as we firm up some additional special things in store. I've told the team that I want some elements that brothers have never seen before. I want anybody who misses this conclave at National Harbor, I want them to regret it for the next 20 years of their Sigma career. So again, brothers, thank you for all of your work in the field, your work in communities, and your work on the business of Phi Beta Sigma. And I am looking forward to us getting together at National Harbor. So with that, again, welcome, thank you, and I'll let the team give you highlights for registration.
Thank you so much, Brother President. Most certainly appreciate you and your leadership and the vision that you brought to this team. We're most certainly executing the plan and look forward to providing our brothers with an amazing experience. So next, brothers, you're going to hear from the leader of the Eastern region who each and every day that is touting the work that they're doing in the Eastern region. So what better way to introduce my friend, my colleague, Brother Nigel Coelho, who serves as the Eastern Regional Director. Brother Coelho.
Thank you, Brother Dr. Cockrell. Good evening, brothers. As the Eastern Regional Director and host region for this upcoming conclave, it's truly an honor to welcome you to this conversation tonight as we begin to prepare to welcome the brotherhood, the greatest fraternity on earth, to National Harbor, Maryland for Conclave 2027. Now, on a moment of personal privilege, I remember my first conclave. It was right here in the Eastern region in Washington, D.C., a few short miles from where we will convene next year. The year was 1995, and as we celebrated our brotherhood along with our sorors who were celebrating their 75th anniversary, a time was truly had. Now, if you're on this call and you recall that conclave like me, you probably consider yourself a slightly seasoned conclave veteran. You likely have a little salt and pepper in your beard, and your blue and white social highlights now include more day parties than Greek picnics, but that's okay. On behalf of the brothers of the mighty East, in particular those in the DMV and the great state of Maryland, we're excited about the opportunity to host our brothers from across the country and around the world. We want every brother that comes to National Harbor, Maryland to feel not only welcome, but genuinely at home. I'm going to proudly recognize the 14 alumni and 14 collegiate chapters that make up not only the great state of Maryland, but that DMV area as a whole. 28 chapters strong, including our newest alumni chapter here in the Eastern region, Frederick County, Maryland. These chapters count among their ranks generations of Sigma men, perspectives, experiences, and energy. That diversity and experience is one of the greatest strengths in our region and in our fraternity as a whole. And Conclave 2027 gives us an incredible opportunity to demonstrate what happens when we bring all of that talent together with a common purpose. Now, our mantra in the Eastern region is very, very simple. One East, brotherhood over everything. It's not just a slogan, it is truly a commitment. Brotherhood over everything means that we look beyond individual chapters, generations, and even titles, and we ask ourselves, what can we accomplish together as brothers that we could never accomplish alone? As our region prepares for Conclave, we want to enhance the brotherhood experience through collaboration. We want social activities that bring brothers of multiple generations together, whether you're a collegiate brother, a young alumni brother, a seasoned alumni, or any brother in between. We want opportunities for our brothers to build relationships, share stories, create memories, strengthen connections, and of course, handle the business of Sigma. We'll give every chapter in and around our host area, National Harbor, Maryland, to leverage their resources, relationships, and influence to help make this conclave experience for all one for the ages. But keep in mind, bros, we also have an opportunity to leave this area better than we found it. Through collaborative service initiatives and meaningful engagement with the local communities in which we will be in, we can demonstrate that the impact of Sigma is not measured only by what we do for ourselves, but what we do for others. So as we begin this journey toward National Harbor 2027, let's focus on making Conclave 2027 more than just an event. Let's make it an experience. Let's make a statement about who we are as men of Sigma. And let us make it a lasting example of what is possible when our fraternity leaves the titles and petty differences behind and truly places brotherhood over everything. We look forward to welcoming you guys to National Harbor next year. We thank you all and hope you enjoy the rest of the presentation tonight.
Thank you so much, Brother Quelo. Let's also give Brother Quelo a round of applause. We're excited to be here in the Eastern region and having you serve as our host regional director. So, brothers, at this time, I'm going to bring down my slide deck here real quickly. Brothers, we put together an amazing presentation for you. I cannot express how proud I am of the communications team, which is led by your International Executive Deputy Director, Brother Steve Ballard. He and his team, they put together a vision. They wanted to make sure that we were able to capture the moment of our brothers. And so at this time, we're going to pull up a slide here for you and share just a little taste of what you can experience and what you have to look forward to at Conclave 2027.
Every great journey begins with a decision to leave familiar shores, embrace new opportunities, and set a course towards the future. From July 26th through August 1st, 2027, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity invites you to embark on a transformative voyage at the Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center in National Harbor, Maryland.
Brothers, the future of Phi Beta Sigma is not something we wait for, it's something we create. That's why I'm personally inviting you to join us for Conclave 2027. The shift is now, where vision meets action, taking place at the magnificent Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center in National Harbor, Maryland. This conclave represents more than a gathering. It's a defining moment in our journey as an organization. Across the brotherhood, we are experiencing a shift toward innovation, strategic execution, operational excellence, advocacy, and a greater impact on the communities we serve. During Conclave, you will have the opportunity to participate in meaningful business sessions, leadership development, networking opportunities, and celebrations that honor our rich history while preparing us for an even stronger future. Brothers, our founders challenged us to be men of action. This is our moment to answer that call. The shift is happening. The momentum is building. The opportunity is here. Register today and be a part of the movement. Achieve the vision. Experience the shift.
Greetings, brothers. I am Brother Malwan Johnson, International First Vice President, and I want to personally invite each of you to the great state of Maryland and to register for Conclave 2027. The shift is now, where vision meets action. Every conclave is important, but this one arrives at a pivotal time in the life of our fraternity. Across Phi Beta Sigma, we are advancing new initiatives, strengthening membership, and positioning ourselves for greater success. We're moving with purpose, and Conclave 2027 will bring together the brothers who are leading that transformation. Whether you are a brother attending for your first time or a seasoned Sigma who has attended many, your voice, your perspective, and your participation matter. Brothers, this is our time to push what's possible. This is our opportunity. This is our shift. Don't wait. Register today. Join us as we move Phi Beta Sigma fraternity forward together. Go Mob.
Greetings, brothers. My name is Brother Devin Bush, your International Second Vice President, and I'm calling all of our collegiates to help us achieve the largest attendance at Conclave 2027. The planning team is working tirelessly to design activities with you in mind. Don't miss your opportunity to be involved in the fraternity business, build career networks, compete in the international stepping competition, and most importantly, build connections with brothers from across the globe. My AV bros are going to be there, and I hope you will too. So register today and experience the shift. Go Mob, brothers.
Brothers, welcome to the mighty Eastern region. I'm Brother Nigel Coelho, your Eastern Regional Director. The countdown has begun. The East is where leaders connect, where ideas become initiatives, where relationships become opportunities, and where vision becomes action. For several unforgettable days, brothers from the mighty Eastern region will show you all how Sigmas celebrate achievement, conduct the business, develop future leaders, and strengthen the bonds that unite us. The energy will be unmatched, the opportunities will be unlimited, and the brotherhood will be stronger than ever. The shift is happening now. Experience the shift.
Greetings, brothers. I'm Brother Dr. Philip Flap Cockrell, inviting you to register for Conclave 2027. The shift is now, where vision meets action. Whether you're a collegiate member, an alumnus, a chapter officer, or a life member, Conclave 2027 has something for you. National Harbor provides the perfect backdrop for this historic gathering. From the beautiful waterfront setting to the exceptional Gaylord National Resort experience, every element has been designed to create an unforgettable conclave experience. The shift is happening now. The question is simple. Will you be there? Register today for Conclave 2027. Experience the shift.
Greetings to my Sigma brothers, my Zeta sorors, and special guests. I am Michelle Turner, and I'm excited to invite everyone to register for Conclave 2027. The shift is really now. An amazing guest agenda is planned for your spouses, partners, and special guests. Guests will experience some of the best attractions in the vibrant atmosphere of National Harbor. Waterfront dining, shopping, entertainment, and unforgettable views of the Potomac River. Whether it's networking, sightseeing, or reconnecting with others from across the world, Conclave 2027 will deliver memories that last a lifetime. So register today. Don't miss this opportunity to elevate the bond.
Greetings, brothers of Sigma. I am J.R. Reeves, the immediate past Eastern Regional Director of the mighty Eastern Region. But today, I am representing the Zeta Chi Sigma chapter of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated, based here in beautiful PG County, Maryland.
I'm Brother Brandon Drakeford, President of the Alpha Sigma chapter of Washington, D.C.
I'm Brother John Jackson, President of Sigma 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 chapter of Montgomery County, Maryland.
And I'm Brother Charles Johnson, President of Omicron Delta Sigma chapter, Southern Maryland Sigmas.
Conclave 2027 is coming to the heart of the DMV, right here in Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Conclave attendees and guests will enjoy the vibrant atmosphere that only the Gaylord National Harbor is known for.
When you're not participating in impactful sessions and events, you'll experience some of the best attractions our region has to offer.
We welcome you to Conclave 2027. The shift is now, here in our backyard at the beautiful National Harbor Convention Center in Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Experience
the shift.
Register today, take your place aboard, and help us chart the course toward the future.
Brothers, I hope you all feel the energy and excitement around Conclave 2027. I'm getting text messages as we are providing this presentation to you all. Again, I hope that you all are experiencing a shift. We're most certainly doing something really exciting in Phi Beta Sigma. So we're going to continue with our presentation. I'm going to pull back up the slide deck here and provide some additional details for you regarding Conclave 2027. All right, again, brothers, I am Brother Dr. Flap Cocker. I serve as your International Executive Director, and I'm so elated to be sharing space and place with each of you tonight, just to talk a little bit about what we're doing as it relates to Conclave 2027, what our registration process is, and how you and your families and friends can be involved in that experience. You saw from the video, again, that there's a lot of excitement and energy around Conclave, and as you heard from our president and also from the regional director, we're planning some wonderful and exciting things for you to make this a memorable experience for you and your family members. So just a couple of things as it relates to the Conclave experience, just an overview. I'm going to provide tonight an overview of our website. Brothers, we have moved into a new platform, which is known as CVET. Some of y'all may have used it during other conferences that you registered for. So I'm going to provide you with a very high-level overview. Brothers, we will be available in the office to assist you if you have questions. This presentation is being recorded, and so in the event that you have additional questions, you're more than welcome to refer back to the video. This information will be available for you on the Conclave landing page. We're also going to talk about the guest experience. You heard from First Lady Turner tonight about being able to experience the shift as it relates to the guest experience. We have a number of things planned for our guests as well. We're going to cover our refund policy. Brothers, yes, there's a refund policy related to Conclave, so we'll make sure we're providing it to you on the front end. And then, of course, hotel accommodations. Brothers, there is one hotel, which is the Gaylord National Harbor. And so we want to ensure that you understand the process to register for Conclave, but also how you can be able to secure a hotel room. And then
Dr.
you
Cochran,
probably, yes, I'm sorry.
would you move the Zoom bar down, please?
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. You see some of us wearing some Conclave gear. Brothers, as soon as Conclave launches, you'll be able to purchase your Conclave gear, so you don't have to wait a couple of months. You can most certainly start purchasing it as soon as the Conclave website launches. And then also going to share some information with you regarding frequently asked questions. All righty, so let me move over to our Conclave webpage. So, brothers, I'm just going to share a couple of things with you as it relates to the Conclave webpage. And so hopefully all of you all can see my screen here. So, brothers, this is the Conclave landing page. So on this Conclave landing page, you will see all of the things as it relates to Conclave 2027. Brothers, when it's your time to register, you'll be able to kind of navigate the website. You'll see here across the top, there are different icons, one for home, one for agenda, hotel, transportation, registration, the guest experience, Conclave merchandise, frequently asked questions, and ways to contact us. Brothers, on this webpage here, there's a high-level overview. Again, the video that you just watched is also on this webpage. We also have a countdown. So if some of you all need to plan, as it relates to your money and what have you, you can actually see a countdown there. We have some information there regarding our economic impact within the community, number of service hours that we provided as well. And we're also highlighting just a couple of our sponsors. Brothers, this list is growing by the day. The president and I, again, had a really good conversation today with a wonderful partner who's interested in supporting Phi Beta Sigma and our Conclave. And so that information is there as well. But I'm really excited. You will see a list of our speakers and our entertainers. I want to shout out Brother Ballard and his team. They worked exceptionally hard to secure some of our entertainers and speakers. Brother, as you hover over their picture, you will be able to identify who some of these brothers and sisters are that'll be with us, that'll be providing either entertainment or special guests during Conclave. And so this is the Conclave landing page. Of course, we have the dates and times that are listed there at the Gaylord National Resort and Conclave Convention Center. But also, if you have questions, if you click on this Contact Us button, it will take you to our blue ticketing system. We want to make sure we're capturing the questions so we can be able to respond to you within a timely manner. I'm just going to go back up to the top of the page very quickly. The agenda is also there. We have a schedule at a glance. And so if you click on these icons, if you click the plus sign, it'll tell you what is actually happening day by day. Again, we have not placed the times there yet. That information is forthcoming. I ask that you all please be patient with us as we're firming up the conclave schedule. But if you click on the plus sign, it will tell you what is happening day by day. Again, this schedule is subject to change. Hotel information. The hotel information is here as well. We will be at the Gaylord National Resort and Convention Center. It has all of the information there as it relates to Conclave 2027. You'll hear me talk a little bit later about the room rate and the like, but at least I just want to provide you what is happening with these different icons. Also, transportation. If you can remember, for Conclave 2025, we had a number of airlines and partners that we worked with. We're already in the process of securing discount codes for the different airlines. I'm happy to report that Southwest just recently came on board with us, so Southwest Airlines most certainly will be a partner. Brothers, we did look at the feedback from last year. We are reaching out to Frontier and JetBlue. And by the way, all of y'all get a parting gift tonight. If from Spirit Airlines, you get a free round trip ticket. I'm just joking, brothers. Of course, we know Spirit Airlines is no longer in service, but we will make sure we have all of the airlines listed here. Also, if you're in the local area, the Metro bus is there. We got shuttles there that are going back and forth between the Tangler outlets and the MGM Casino. We know a number of brothers live along the East Coast. We're in the process of having conversations with Amtrak and the Virginia Railway as well as the MARC, because we know some of the brothers up and down the Eastern corridor, they may take the MARC, especially if you live in Baltimore. And also rental car. Enterprise and National Car Rental are still two of our partners. We provided the codes there for you to be able to secure your rental car as well. And then with parking, if you plan on to drive, the information there regarding parking is also listed there for you. I'm gonna come back to registration fees here momentarily, but also we have the guest experience. So if you're gonna bring your partner, your spouse, your kids, what have you, your friend, your boo, whoever it may be, also similar to the brother schedule, you click on the plus sign, it'll tell you exactly what is happening each day for the guest schedule. Again, the schedule is subject to change, so we want to make sure we were communicating that. You heard me talk about Conclave merchandise. Brothers, once Conclave launches, you will be able to purchase your Conclave merchandise. So we have the Shift Tee that is listed there. We have the Shift Polo that is listed, the Harbor Hoodie, the Harbor Windbreaker. We also have a pen as well as a watch. More things will be coming. I'm going to be sharing some additional information about Conclave merchandise momentarily. And then we have a tab for frequently asked questions. And so, brothers, we're asking you that before you submit a blue ticket, please go to our FAQ, because it kind of outlines a number of the questions, which is why we're putting things into the blue ticketing system to ensure that we capture all of the questions that are asked. And then for the Contact Us button, again, if you click on the Contact Us button, it will take you directly to the blue ticketing system. So that's a very, very high-level overview of our website. As you can see, very clean, straight to the point, but we wanted to make sure that we had a wonderful experience for you all, because it's most certainly is about the brotherhood and guest experience. So I'm going to pull back up my slide deck here to kind of go through the rest of the presentation for tonight. So give me a moment here. All righty. So I've already gone through the website overview. Let's talk a little bit about registration fees. And so the way the registration process will work. I've kind of gone over, what the registration process is as it relates to how you register. Once you log onto the website, once your registration window opens, you'll be able to click register now, and it will take you through a number of steps. Brothers, anything with, and guests who are on the call, anything with an asterisk, you are required to answer. There are also some optional questions there. We're also asking you to please answer those questions as well, because it will help us improve the brotherhood and guest experience. A couple of registration reminders. I'm asking you to please, please, please be patient with technology. We're asking you to possibly utilize your phone as opposed to, utilize a desktop or a laptop computer as opposed to utilizing a cell phone to make sure that you are being able to go through all of the steps and you can actually see everything clearly. But we also realize that some people may not have a laptop and or a cell phone. So whatever works best for you, but the best experience most certainly will be through a laptop computer. You must use a valid credit card for all transactions, including the hotel accommodations, which I'm going to talk a little bit about later. And then we're also going to encourage you to read the frequently asked questions. And if you have a question, please make sure you submit a blue ticket. What's included in the conclave registration fee? So all of these items that are listed here are included in your conclave registration fee as a member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. You heard the president talk a lot about on Tuesday. We are really interested in doing some training and development for our brothers. Brothers, you have asked for this. And so as it relates to continuing education credits regarding your professions. And so what better way to get that experience is through your national fraternity. The president and I are meeting with a number of partners. We're just not asking them for money. We're also asking them about what professional development resources are available that our members can take advantage of. But this is just a very high level overview of all of the things that are included in your conclave registration. So the next slide that I'm going to show, brothers, is regarding the registration windows. So starting tomorrow at 12 p.m., priority registration will open for our Platinum Life members, our Distinguished Service Chapter members, Alan Leroy Locke scholars, and also guests. And this is specifically for brothers who are bringing a guest with them. I'm going to talk a little bit later about what the registration process will look like for anybody who just wants to come and hang out with us. In the past, in order for a guest to register for conclave, they had to be connected to a brother. We've removed that barrier from our registration process. So starting tomorrow, any of the brothers that fall within these three categories, you can register for conclave as well as register your guests. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm very clear with that. And so that registration will open at 12 p.m. Brothers who fall into these categories, you will receive an email that will have a hyperlink for you to register for Conclave 2027. And if you choose to bring a guest, you most certainly can register your guest at that time. Okay, so that's priority registration. Early bird registration will open on Monday, August the 24th at 12 p.m. So if you do not, I'm going to go back. If you do not fall into one of these categories, starting on Monday at 12 p.m., whether if you're an alumni or whether you're a collegiate, you'll be able to register for early bird registration starting at 12 p.m. You're going to get an email as well, okay? You will get an email that is specific about how to register for Conclave. Brothers, the way you get this email, you must be financially active, okay? So we know a number of people probably register for the town hall, but in order to get the email with the registration credentials, you must be active, national and regionally, okay? I want to make sure I'm very clear on that. The second piece of that, during your registration process, you need to include your email address when it asks you that is associated with Blueprint. The email address that is tied to your registration is associated to the email address that is listed in Blueprint. So if you need to double check what your email address is, please make sure that you do that. If we have any brothers on the call that they didn't want any type of communication from the IHQ, you will need to let us know, because that means that you're not going to be on that distribution list. So please make sure that your information is correct in Blueprint. Brothers, I'm asking you, if there's a question that you have, please do not take to the barbershop. Let's be professional and let's submit a blue ticket, and let's be able to address your concern in a professional manner. Because if you submit it in the barbershop, I've told my team not to respond in the barbershop, okay? So please make sure that you're submitting it through the proper channels so we can respond to your inquiry. So with these particular registrations, alumni, collegiate, distinguished service chapter, Alan Leroy Locke scholar, you will also be able to register your guests during that registration window between August the 24th and October the 15th. So registration will open for everyone on Monday, August the 24th at 12 p.m. Regular registration will open on October the 16th at 12 p.m. Okay, so I want to kind of go through this slide here because I want to ensure it's not confusing. So the alumni rate increased. So I'm gonna go back one. You see the alumni rate between August the 24th and October the 15th. The rate is there. Collegiate, the rate is there. Distinguished Service Chapter, Lock Scholar, and Guest is there. But on October the 16th, the rates increase. If you are a Sapphire member, you see there in my notes, life members who upgraded or became Sapphire between January 1 and January 1, 2026 and present, you will receive 15% off your alumni registration rate between October the 16th and February the 27th. The board did approve this during our spring board meeting. So Sapphire members, if any of you all are Sapphire members and you became a Sapphire member, or you upgraded to Sapphire between January 1 and present day, you will fall into this category. You'll also see guests listed there. Independent guests will be able to register on October the 16th. This conference most certainly is for our brothers first. I want to ensure that our brothers had access to registration in our room block first. And so if you have a colleague who just want to come join us, but they're not going to be tied to your registration, they will be able to register on October the 16th through February the 28th. And you see the guest rate that is there. Late registration, as you can see here, the price has most certainly increased for late registration. Late registration will be from March the 1st through May 31st, 2027. And so I want to ensure that you all were aware of those dates and times as well. Again, this session is being recorded, and we will most certainly provide you all with this slide deck following this call this evening. A la carte tickets. And so you see the different a la carte tickets that are listed there. We have our golf outing, our life membership luncheon, our military affairs luncheon, our credit union breakfast, step show pageant, distinguished service, Lock Scholar Chapters dinner, and also our Grand Orchid Gala. Brothers, please hear me clearly. Your registration and your guest registration includes the step show and Grand Orchid Gala. If you need to purchase an additional ticket, saying, say for instance, you have a guest that may be coming with you, but they don't want to register for the guest experience, but they only want to attend the Grand Orchid Gala, you will be able to add that during your registration as an a la carte ticket. Okay, so please, as you're going through the registration process, please don't add additional tickets unless you need them. Okay, so, and then also I want to point out, for the golf outing, is only available to 144 people. So once we reach 144, the system will automatically close. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I was going over that with you as well. Guest experience. So you heard from our First Lady Turner, about the guest experience as well. Also on the website, as I mentioned earlier, there's an icon at the top. If you click on guest experience, it will outline all of the activities that are happening for the guest experience. These are the things that are included in the guest experience fees. And so I'm not going to go through all of those, but there's a city cruise that is being planned by the First Lady, a gospel brunch, morning line dancing, sip and paint. So a number of opportunities for our guests to be involved. I promise you, our guests will not be bored during Conclave 2027. There are a lot of things for our guests to participate in. And as you can see here, the step show, the pageant, the Grand Orchid Gala is all included in those fees as well. Refund policy. And so we realize that things happen within families and what have you, or work, that people can't attend. And so we wanted to make sure we were going over our refund policy. And I'm going to read this verbatim because I want to ensure that brothers hear what we're doing as it relates to our cancellation policy. So cancellations received more than 120 days prior to the event start date on or before March the 27th, 2027. On or before March 27, 2027 are eligible for a refund of the registration fee, less $200 administrative processing fee. Okay, so if you pay $725 tonight, If you decide to cancel next week, you will get $525 back. Okay, so I want to make sure I was very clear there. Cancellations received within 120 days of the event, which beginning start date, beginning March the 28th, 2027, are non-refundable. In lieu of a cancellation, registered attendees and guests may transfer their registration to another individual, subject to event policies and approval where applicable. Okay, so beginning on March the 27th, you will not be eligible for a refund. All you can do is transfer that registration to somebody else, and that would be a conversation between you and that person if you want to sell your registration or if you want to gift your registration to someone else. But beginning March the 28th, 2027, you cannot get a refund. You can only transfer to another person. Okay? All of this information will be in the registration. You will have to acknowledge on the registration page that you understand this policy. So we want to ensure that people are aware of what our policies are. Hotel accommodations. We know that people are always asking about hotels, right? And so again, we're currently at the Gaylord National Harbor, which is a Marriott property. And so I'm just going to kind of go through this a little bit. I've kind of shared some information here, but I just want to highlight a few things. The hotel block is only available for Conclave 2027 registrants. So there's no way that a brother can register outside or a guest can register outside the registration block. Brothers and guests that are listening, please do not call the hotel saying that you want to get the conference rate, because they're going to refer you back to us. And we're going to tell you that in order to get the conference rate, you have to go through the registration process. Registrants can only reserve one room. So if you decide to register tomorrow and you decide to bring a guest, you get one room. Same thing for our guests. If they register starting October the 16th, they get one room. There are not multiple rooms. If you need to book multiple rooms, you need to call the hotel directly and pay whatever the rate is at that time. But our room rate is at $249 per night, plus the 18% applicable tax. And then the resort fee is included. Okay, brothers, listen to me. The resort fee is included in the $249. Also, one night stay will be charged at least 25 days prior to check-in. So on or around July the 4th, July the 6th of 2027, your credit card that you will put down on file will be charged. I want to highlight the next bullet. Failure to provide a valid credit card will cancel your hotel reservation. So brothers, I'm asking you and guests, when you submit your hotel request form, which I'm going to go through here in a couple of minutes, please make sure that you're utilizing a valid credit card. And if that credit card expires January of 2027, please make sure that you're giving the hotel a call so you can update that. We don't want your hotel reservation canceled. We don't control that, but they asked us to please make sure that we were elevating that on our call. And it's also, if you need to make any changes to your hotel accommodations, it is most certainly your responsibility. It is not the responsibility of Phi Beta Sigma. So you may be asking, hey, the resort fee is included in the $249. What do I get? I'm so glad that you asked. So these are, I'm just not going to go through all of these things, but again, this will be it's on the website. So these are all the things that are listed on the website that will be included in the resort fee. So it's not the $249 plus a resort fee. The resort fee is already included. That next to the last bullet, if you're not 21 years older, or 21 years or older, the cocktail will not be for you, for the two people. I'm sorry to say that. I guess you have to get you like a virgin margarita or something like that, or some juice or something. But it's only for people who are 21 or older, and they will be checking IDs for that. So during the registration process, I want to talk about the hotel request form. So during the during the registration process, I think it's step 3 or 4, you will come to this screen. This screen will ask you, do you need hotel accommodations or do you not need a hotel accommodations? If you select request hotel accommodations now, you'll be able to reserve a room between July 2026, 2027 through October 1st of 2027. As you see that I put some information there for you, the hotel accommodations, you need to be able to check your check-in and check-out dates. The good thing that I like about this website, on one of the little drop-down menus, once it comes to your registration, you'll be able to see what is available on those particular dates. And so I want to ensure that you'll see hotel availability as it relates to the website. The Choose Your Room, they're all run a house. However, if you need ADA accommodations, you want to make sure that you're checking that box. If you're requesting 2 double beds, make sure that you put that in there. The hotel is going to do their best to accommodate your request. So please, if you have a specific request, if you're just asking for a king bed, if you're asking for 2 queen beds, please include that information in that box. And then once you finish that process, you want to click the done button, which will take you to the next screen. The next screen is where you will put your credit card information specifically for the hotel. Okay, so you have to include your information for the hotel, and then you also have to include your information to register for the conference. Again, your credit card will not be charged until on or around July 6th, what have you. And so you want to make sure that you're entering a valid credit card. If you try to enter an invalid credit card, you will not be able to proceed to the next step. So once you enter the valid credit card, the expiration date, and your name on the card, you click next, and then the hotel will connect with you directly regarding your confirmation number. Again, we have over 1,900 brothers who are on this call. We have over 2,600 brothers that registered for this call. And so please give the hotel some time to work through the list, but you most certainly will get your hotel confirmation. And we'll be available to answer any questions that you all may have. Conclave merchandise, I've already kind of talked a little bit about this, but I'm going to kind of hit it a little bit more. Brothers, we know a number of you all are vendors who are on the call. We're going to be doing a special call for our vendors. Brothers, this logo belongs to, it's the intellectual property of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. If you are a vendor, if you're a mom and pop shop and you just print t-shirts in your backyard or what have you, you cannot utilize this logo. This logo can be only used by the IHQ and the BCC. Any use requires written authorization from Phi Beta Sigma through its international headquarters, so you would need to submit a request to utilize it. But again, it'll probably be denied because this logo is specifically for the international headquarters use. Please do not utilize this logo on any of your materials or try to reproduce it, okay? So please make sure that you are following our guidance there. If you are an approved vendor, you will be getting a wonderful letter from our affinity licensing agency. And so, brothers, we do not want to have to go through the Sigma Exposition pulling your merchandise because you violated our policy. So please make sure that you are not utilizing this logo. This logo belongs to the international headquarters. I've kind of gone through some of these things already, the Conclave merchandise. So this is the Shift Tee. We got from small to 5X. Brothers, we heard you all last year saying, when we released the Macy's Day, the Macy's polo, that they only went up to, I think, 2 or 3X. Brothers, we heard you. So now, thanks to Brother Scott Abdul Salam, thank you, Brother Scott, for leading this effort. We are able to go up to 5X. So that's the Shift Tee. We also have the Shift Polo that you see Brother Quelo, myself, we're wearing. That is from small to 5X as well. We also have the Harbor hoodie, which is my favorite. I think Brother President may be wearing this one tonight, but it's very light mesh material, brother. So it's going to be hot in July, so you'll be able to move around in it at the Conclave. And then we also have the Harbor Windbreaker, and that goes from small to 4X. I will tell you that Brother Scott is also working to get that in a 5X as well. But for right now, we only have it to 4X. And then lastly, brothers, we have our Harbor pen. If you want to sport your pen, that is there. And then we also have a Sigma timepiece, which is a watch. And so that's our Conclave merchandise. So once the Conclave website opens tomorrow and Monday, you'll be able to purchase your merchandise. Frequently asked questions. I've kind of touched on this a little bit as well, but there's a frequently asked questions icon at the top. We're going to be updating this weekly, which is why we're asking brothers, if you have a question, to please make sure that you're putting that information in our in our blue ticketing system. Please do not take to the barbershop and air your frustrations out. Give us an opportunity to answer your questions in a professional manner. And then as we're getting ready to wrap up here, brothers, this is just the first of many town hall meetings. Our upcoming town halls will be centered around the Chapter Toolkit, community engagement. We had a wonderful conversation with a partner this evening about ways to engage in Prince George's County. So more information will be coming there. We're also going to be sharing information regarding conclave attire. We want to ensure that you have enough time to get your conclave attire. We know that you need a black suit. We know that you need a white shirt. All of these things are going to be coming out here very soon. And then with our conclave committees, brothers, we cannot manage conclave without your assistance. So thanks to all of y'all who volunteered last year. Thanks to all of y'all who will volunteer next year. But if you have expertise in a specific area, we want to hear from you. So please make sure that you're signing up to those committees. You also hear from First Lady Turner at some point in time regarding the guest experience, safety and well-being. We'll talk about safety and well-being as well, because again, we're going to be out at the harbor. I want to ensure that we prioritize your safety and your well-being. You'll also hear from our Sigma Exposition. So again, for any of our vendors, brothers who are vendors that are on the call, we're going to be scheduling a specific town hall with you that will talk about what the specs are, what the rates are, what you can have an opportunity to look forward to. Brother Scott is going to be leading that. And then I really want to hit on this one as it relates to sponsorship. Brothers, we put together a wonderful sponsorship prospectus packet that as we go out and have conversations with different possible sponsors, we are providing them with a hard copy of our prospectus. The sponsor that we met with today was so impressed with our prospectus and sponsorship package that he said, I'm about to share this with my own fraternity because we don't do this. And so again, the shift is now, we're thinking differently. We're thinking, different about how we do business within Phi Beta Sigma. But brothers, I'm asking you, if you are connected to a sponsor that may be interested in doing some work with Phi Beta Sigma, please connect with me directly because some of these individuals may already be within our pipeline. We want to ensure we're not double dipping. So please, if your company, if your church, your friend, or you all just want to donate some money to Phi Beta Sigma, please reach out to me and we will most certainly engage you in that conversation. You heard me talk a little bit about transportation. We're submitting our proposals as we did 2 years ago to the different airlines and the transportation companies to save you a little bit of money as you are starting to plan out your travel to National Harbor, Maryland. And then again, as it relates to volunteer opportunities, most certainly we'll be sharing some additional information regarding volunteers. Lastly, brothers, I started with this and I most certainly want to end with this before I bring Brother President back up. Brothers, thank you for being members of Phi Beta Sigma. Thank you for investing in the work that we do every day. Brothers, we could not operate the headquarters without you. We could not provide the experiences without you. We know that some of you all make sacrifices to pay your dues every year, and not only to the national headquarters, but also to your local chapters. So we just want to say thank you for investing in Phi Beta Sigma. We want to say thank you for investing in the conclave. It is our hope that you see that we're providing a holistic experience for you and your families and your partners and your spouses and kids who will be coming to join us. But we didn't want to leave this space without saying thanks for the commitment that you all are sacrificing to ensure that we have a wonderful conclave. And then lastly, again, I cannot stress this enough. If you have a question, if you need something, please submit a blue ticket. We want to ensure that we answer your questions within a timely manner. Give us some grace because it's probably gonna be a number of questions and we need to get through them. We're gonna be filling those questions. But before you submit a question, we're asking you to please go to the website to look at the frequently asked questions. And if your question is not there or the answer, please submit a blue ticket. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to, before I bring up the president, Brother Gibson, Brother Ballard, Brother Jackson, are there some hot topic questions that you all have seen in the chat that the president and I can answer? So, Brother President, you want to come on back? Can we?
There are a few.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a few of them. You want to start, Chris, or you want me to go ahead?
So I really want you guys to start with the talk on the platinum and the life members. There's some confusion and they would like you guys to speak on why the difference, and why their, gold is not being represented in the life member discount.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Go ahead.
So first of all, just thank you to all the life members for your commitment to the organization. As you may recall, last conclave, and I believe conclave before, we added a series of amenities, accommodations for some of the life member levels, and one of those was that we put platinum life members and DSC in a pre-registration or a priority registration pool. And so we're sticking to that. We've codified that and we're sticking to that. You may also recall that last year, I believe last December, there were a package of the new life member packages that were upgraded that had a combination of sort of amenities and discount perks, etc., for the new plan. The platinum plan was not changed. I think there were still some pending changes on that one, future coming. But one of the changes on the Sapphire was a discount on regular registration. And so we honored that, and that's reflected in the pricing here. And so Platinum is getting the register before anybody. And Sapphire does have the discount on regular registration, but what a Sapphire gives up is that they don't get priority on hotels if they wait until the regular registration period in order to um, uh, to take advantage of that discount. So, and then there were some other changes to the new gold, but we've always said from day one, we couldn't just give, um, you know, we would differentiate the product between the three bands, and we would try to make them all attractive and provide benefits at all three levels. And so, as a board, we tried to honor that with the revamp, and in the conclave registration, we've honored those tiers and differentiation.
And just to be clear, Brother President, if they were to register early and then go to the next registration time, there is not going to be a credit given for the difference. And so I just want to make sure that everyone is clear on that.
That's
Yeah,
correct. Yeah, that's
you
correct.
you will pay what you pay.
You pay what you pay.
If that's the question.
Yes. The next question is really on the conclave gift. I know that people are wondering what it is. So, Brother President, of course, I know you're not going to release it, but you can talk about.
Yeah, that will be on our next call. We've got a couple items that we're strongly considering. We just didn't have everything all locked down. The items that we have, we want to get some pieces in hand just to verify the quality of the items, etc. And so we expect, hopefully, in our next call, to have been able to kind of lock in our final confirmation that yes, the item that we're leaning toward is where we're going, and to share that with the Brotherhood.
Awesome. Dr. Cockrell, would you please speak on parking?
Absolutely. Let me just pull down the slide, and I'm gonna take you to the website. And one of the things, brothers, on our international web page, there will be, as it was last year, there'll be a tab that will say Conclave 2027. Right now, I think it says more information, but once Conclave registration opens, it will be live. And so you'll be able to go to that website and learn a little bit more. But because there was a question, I just want to make sure that I know people learn in different modalities. And so I want to ensure that I am being clear on the different pieces regarding parking. So give me 1 minute. Let me pull up this slide here for you. So on the hotel website, there's information regarding room accommodations and the like. Maybe it was on my, maybe it was on the slide deck. Oh, it's on the transportation, sorry. On the transportation, if you scroll down, it talks about parking. Fraternity members and guests driving to Conclave National Harbor will have several parking options. The property's parking fee is currently $39 for self-parking and $64 for valet parking, plus an applicable 6% tax. There are multiple parking garages in the immediate area. So, brothers, that's the other thing, guests. I also want to just share that there are tons of parking garages and surface lots at the National Harbor. So you most certainly can take advantage of that, or you can take advantage of parking at the Gaylord.
Thank you. The next question is going to be in regards to chapters paying for hotel rooms. If your chapter is paying for the hotel room, should the chapter card be entered during the booking process? And then additionally, the next follow-up is ensuring that your credit card is current when it's being processed. So if your credit card is going to expire next year, making sure that it's current.
Absolutely. And so there's one registration per brother. So whatever card that is that you're utilizing, I would say utilize that card. If it's a chapter card, utilize the chapter card. As long as that card is a valid credit card and that when they take that one night's deposit next July, we want to ensure that their card is a valid credit card. But I will, most of my team, let's make sure we take that question down. I'm meeting with our hotel partner again tomorrow. We know that some chapters will be paying for, especially like for our collegians, they're probably paying for a number of brothers. So let me take that question back to the hotel to see if people undo bulk rooms, what their process will look like. Thank you for that question, whoever asked it.
And with respect to an expiring card, if you know your card is expiring, if you register, next week and you've got your card on file, your card is expiring in January, just contact the hotel, give them your registration number, let them know the updated information, the new expiration date, and then you're all good to go.
Yeah.
Dr. Cockrell, could you just speak on where we're moving regarding ADA compliance and ensuring that all of our brothers are taken care of?
Absolutely. So I'm going to pull back up the website very quickly here and kind of go over a couple of things with you. Brothers, when you are registering for the conclave, we're asking you to please complete this form in its entirety. So this is most certainly our test page. But I'm going to click on the registration button here just to kind of walk you through the registration page. So again, you'll put in your first name, your last name, email address. You're going to put in the email address that is tied to your Blueprint profile. That's how the system is going to pick up, when is your time to register, what price you pay, what have you. Brothers, I ask that you all give us grace. I also want to shout out Brother Mark Cornelius. Brother Mark Cornelius has done a lot of work in the background, working alongside our CVent partners to ensure the registration types match. And so please, your email address that is listed in Blueprint needs to be the email address that you put here, because that is the one that the system will pick up. Someone just asked about accessibility and dietary restrictions. Brothers, we're going to do whatever we can to accommodate your dietary restrictions and accessibility. So you can see here, there's a list of dietary restrictions as it relates to food. Also, do you require any special accommodation, which is ASL, closed captioning. Again, we're going to make sure that we are ensuring that we're supporting our brothers. Also, if you're going to be accompanied by a service animal or a mobility device, a personal care assistant, similar to what we did last year at Conclave 2025, there will be a tab on the website that is forthcoming. We're in the process right now of getting a list of scooter companies, because we do know that some brothers may need scooters and mobility devices. So we're in the process of gathering that list. That will be on the website, so you can order your own mobility device. The optional questions, again, as I mentioned, I'm asking you to please answer these questions. The highest level of education that you have, what industry that you work in. Brothers, the industries that you see listed here are the same ones that are in Blueprint. We didn't get too specific. Maybe it's going to be in our next round of Conclave in 2029, but these are the ones that are outlined in Blueprint. But if you're interested in putting what your profession is and that is not listed, please put that on the other, what your current level is and your role. If you're military connected, you saw on the schedule this year for Conclave 2027, we're doing a military affairs luncheon. Thanks to Brother Cyrus Netter and his team. We're doing that. So again, we listen to you all. Brothers, next of kin and contact information is going to be very important. Put their first name, their last name, what their relationship is to you. We'll talk a little bit more about this, but you have to answer these questions prior to completing your registration. And then health and safety, and then photo and audio and video as well. You have to complete these releases. But the short of it is that we most certainly have accessibility and dietary restrictions outlined on the registration form.
Brother President, there are a couple collegiate brothers that are asking about the Walter M. Clark registration discount, but also in regards to that, could you just speak on what was done differently for collegiate members? Because there are a couple people that feel as if our collegiate members should have a flat rate from start to finish.
Yeah, so two things. So first of all, Walter M. Clark, we didn't have a discount previously. We gave them an early registration period. We let them register um, in the priority period with Platinum. We have such a good inventory of rooms in our host block that they won't be disadvantaged by registering along with the regular registration when it opens. With respect to the pricing, we actually are charging less than the last time around. So collegiate rates, we were very sensitive to collegiate budgets and advising chapters budgets in, I think, last year or last conclave. The collegiate registration rate was $530. It's $525 this time. You'll see that we went up in actually it was $530 plus you paid the 4% rate. It's $525 flat this time around. We're not assessing a 4% on top of the rates that you see. And so we did try to be very sensitive, again, to collegiate budgets as well as advising chapter budgets with essentially a reduction in registration rates compared to the last time around.
All right, thanks. If you could just give final words.
Yeah, so I just want to call out really a few things that I want to make sure you didn't miss. And so the one I just mentioned, no increase in registration fees for collegiates. So again, we're being sensitive to collegiate member and advising chapter budgets. I just mentioned that there are no credit card fees, no 4% add-on to your registration. So what you see is what you pay. We will open up registration at noon Eastern on tomorrow for the priority group and noon Eastern on Monday for the regular early bird registration. First, to ensure we don't have some of the issues we had in the past with, a glitch in the middle of the night and no tech resources available. So we'll open up in the middle of the day where we've got ample tech resources available just in case, and also to provide equity for our brothers out west. Independent guest registration, you saw, will open in October. We traditionally have not allowed independent guest registration until March or April, if at all. You may have noticed the military luncheon option, which is a new option. There's a robust, fully developed guest agenda. Conclave gear will be available early. And to Dr. Cockrell's point, have a little patience when registering. The form is a little bit longer, but it's intentional so that we can best accommodate you, your dietary restrictions, your needed accommodations. And so, brothers, we've been very intentional in providing you a great experience, but also ensuring that we are considering your pockets. We are considering your needed accommodations. We're considering your dietary restrictions. We will have more webinars coming up. The next one, I hope to be able to lock in and share with you the conclave gift. We are working on entertainment and everything that we have traditionally done. I have pushed the team to do it earlier. And so whereas we typically have not had our entertainment announced for certain items, our key entertainment, until the last 90 days or so before conclave. We expect to have that before the end of the year, where we typically have not had the independent guest agenda or fully developed guest agenda until sometime in the first quarter. You see, we've got that already, and we're releasing the independent registration in October. So, brothers, we are working hard to make this an amazing experience for you. We are working with partners on continuing education credit. We are working with partners and sponsors on delivering not just fraternal development for you, but personal and financial development that will better you as an individual, better you in your careers, and better your personal financial outlook. And so we're looking forward to this experience, and we will certainly love your feedback along the way. We'll make the tweaks as necessary to make sure that the team is responsive to your needs, to make sure it's not just a great experience at National Harbor, but it's a great experience along the way. So I want to say thank you in advance to all the brothers. I want to say thank you to the team, current team, and those who will be working as volunteers as we move forward with planning. And just thank you to every brother for your commitment and your enthusiasm about Conclave 2027. Experience the shift, National Harbor.
Thank you so much, Brother President. And again, thank you all so much for joining us. I did get one particular question about the location on the website. So I'm just going to share my screen very, very quickly. So if you go to the national website, hopefully all of you all can see my screen, and you scroll down to the bottom of the website, there will, as you can see, it says Conclave 2027 coming soon. This will be able to take you to our landing page, which will open tomorrow. Okay, and so it'll open tomorrow, and it'll have all the information on there. You'll be able to kind of go around and look at the website, and then for those of you all that are eligible to register tomorrow, you will get an email directly from the IHQ letting you know your registration window, and then the remainder of the brothers will get information on Monday directing you to the Conclave landing page. And so with that, brothers, again, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We look forward to seeing you all in National Harbor, and we look forward to seeing you on our next town hall meeting. And so with that, we're going to end the call. And so for all of the panelists, the brothers, the president, Brother Ballard and team, we're going to log off, and then you'll use that same link to rejoin the meeting. But thank you all so much, brothers, and stay blessed and be well. Good night. Come on.